Let's be real for a second. Just hearing the word taxes can make even the most chill person break out in a cold sweat, especially if it's your first time. But what if I told you it's actually way, way easier than you've been led to believe? Stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to see your first tax return not as some kind of monster, but as a totally manageable to-do list item.
Okay, let's get one thing straight right off the bat. This is not a math test. You do not need to be some kind of calculus whiz to get this done. That fear of doing the math wrong is what paralyzes most people. But as you're about to see, it's not really about math at all.
So try thinking about it like this. The government is basically a subscription service you're already paying for. I mean, roads, parks, all that stuff. And the IRS? They pretty much have all your income data already. Filing your return is just you double-checking their numbers. Did you overpay on your subscription? Cool, you get a refund. Did you underpay? You just settle up the difference. That's it. It's a data entry task.
Which brings up a good question, right? If it's that simple, why do we all collectively freak out and spend money we don't need to on fancy software or a CPA? Well, it's because we're convinced our situation is way more complicated than it actually is. For most people with a pretty straightforward job, it's just not. I'm going to show you how to do it yourself and how to do it for free.
First things first, we need to get our tools ready. And by tools, I just mean a few pieces of paper. So we're going to go on a little document scavenger hunt. Honestly, getting this paperwork together is the most important prep work you can do.
So here's what you're looking for. Your W-2. That's the big one from your employer. It shows what you earned and the taxes they already took out for you. Did you do some freelance work or have a side hustle that paid you more than $600? Then you're looking for a 1099 NEC. Did your bank account earn more than $10 in interest? They'll send you a 1099 INT. And hey, if you're a student, that 1098-T for your tuition payments is gold. It can actually lower the amount of tax you owe.
Okay, once you've got your little pile of documents, it's time to actually file. And let me be very clear, you should absolutely not be paying to do this if you don't have to.
I want you to remember this number, $84,000. If your income, your adjusted gross income, or AGI, is below that mark, you are eligible for the IRS Free File program. A huge number of people, especially first-time filers, fall into this category. This right here is your ticket to filing without spending a single penny.
So you basically have two main paths you can take for free. First, there's the IRS Free File program itself. It's a direct, no-frills partnership with tax software companies that gets the job done for your federal return. Or, if you want a little more of a hand-holding experience, you can use the guided software from those same big companies. They'll ask you super simple questions in plain English and fill out all the scary-looking forms for you. It's all about what you're comfortable with.
All right, documents gathered, platform chosen. Now we get to the main event, the data entry. And I'm going to say it again, that's all this is. It's just you taking the numbers from the forms you already have and plugging them into the boxes on the screen. It's a matching game.
One of the very first questions you're going to see is about your filing status. Please do not overthink this one. For the vast majority of people filing for the very first time, the answer is just single. See? Easy enough, right?
Now, here's a term you absolutely need to know, the standard deduction. Think of it like a giant automatic coupon from the government. It's a set dollar amount that you get to subtract from your income, which means you pay less tax. For almost every beginner out there, taking the standard deduction is the easiest and best deal. No question.
And here's a fun little fact that catches a lot of people by surprise. The IRS wants to know about your fun money. Yeah. Won a couple $1,000 at a casino? Got a prize in a raffle? You won't believe it, but that is considered taxable income, and you have to report it. Wild, right?
You are almost there. You've entered all your data, you've answered the questions. Now it's time for the final, crucial step, reviewing everything and hitting that glorious submit button. Let's make sure you finish strong.
Okay, 3 final non-negotiable tips. First, always e-file. It's the most secure and fastest way to do it. Second, choose direct deposit. You want your refund in a few days, not waiting weeks for a paper check. And number 3, and this might be the most important piece of advice I can give you, file on time. Even if you owe money and can't pay it right away. The penalty for filing late is so much worse than the penalty for paying late. You can always set up a payment plan later. Just file.
You know, if you've ever looked at all this and felt like it's intentionally complicated and confusing, you're not wrong. The system is kind of built that way. I mean, the IRS could just send most of us a bill or a refund directly, but that wouldn't be very profitable for the multi-billion-dollar tax prep industry, would it? So yeah, your frustration is totally valid.
So, what's the ultimate takeaway from all this?
Procrastination is the real enemy here. The stress doesn't come from the forms. It comes from waiting until the last minute. By following these steps, you are more than capable of handling this. You've got this. So what are you waiting for?